Hey, what's going on guys? Adam here with AmericanMuscle.com, and today I'm bringing you my detailed review of the Putco Nylon Oval Side Rails fitting the 2015 and newer F150s. So if you're the owner of a 15 or newer F150 and you're looking for a reliable, durable way to tie down the cargo in the bed of your truck, then you might be looking for a set of side rails like this Nylon Oval option from Putco. So the nylon oval tubing I have from Putco today is more of a traditional option in the sense that it comes with the stainless steel tubing and nylon ends with no tie down cutouts like some of the other options from Putco. Now this option from Putco does however let you haul anything from your daily work truck to your off-roading gear at a reasonable price with a simple installation. So this option from Putco is manufactured right here in the US out of 1 3/4 by 2.5 inch never rust stainless steel tubing with an oval design. The ends are an injection molded nylon casting, also with an oval design that can hold up to 500 pounds of cargo. It was then completed with a high polish finish to give it added good looks. So there are other options from Putco on the site, as I mentioned before, with a lot of different options, including some of them have the tie down castings with open slots for a more convenient and versatile tie down, and some even offer support up to 1,000 pounds instead of this 500. Now it'll definitely depend on your preference and how much tie down support you'll need for your cargo. Price-wise, the nylon option falls right in the middle of the price scale, which can range anywhere from the low 200s to the high 400s. So this option comes in just north of the $300 mark, making it an affordable option while still maintaining good weight support. Installation-wise, this is a pretty straightforward process if you have the right tools. If you don't have the right tools, there's no shame in handing this one over to the professionals just to make sure it's done properly. I do want to point out before we jump into it that there will be a little bit of drilling required, but you're not drilling into the aluminum bedding, you're just drilling into the plastic covers on the top and sides of the beds. Now this way it'll avoid any corrosion with the metals and you don't have to worry about that headache. So the tools you'll need for this installation will vary depending on your bed size. If you're rocking a 6.5 foot bed, then you want to have a 1/4 inch hex wrench, torque wrench, a pocket gap removal tool, and we'd recommend safety glasses just to be safe. Now if you have a 5.5 foot bed, you will require a little bit more work and you will need a couple extra tools. You want to have all of that plus a 3/8 router bit, a router tool with base, a 1/4 inch shank chuck, and a drill with 1/2 inch bits, and we'd also recommend some hearing protection just to be on the safe side. So you guys with the 6.5 foot beds, you can skip ahead of the drilling part and go straight for the hardware assembly because the pocket holes on the sides of your bed just have covers on them, whereas the 5.5 foot beds need a drill to gain access to them. So for you 5.5 foot truck bed guys, you want to start by drilling a hole in the center of the hidden stake pocket, which is 4 inches down from the front end and 1 1/4 inch from the inside of the truck. So you'll set and tighten the router bit 3/8 of an inch from the router base to the end of the router bit cutter. You'll turn it on and insert it into the 1/2 inch hole you just drilled and slowly guide it down until the bearings touch one of the edges of the pocket hole. So from there, you'll guide it out counterclockwise until the pocket is fully exposed. Now at this point, you 6.5 foot guys can jump back in alongside the 5.5s because all the rest will be the same. You can start by assembling the black plastic bushings on the end of the locker end rail castings and assemble the hardware onto that in the correct order. So you'll place the washer over the bolt through the castings, then through the plastic gasket, and then finally through the capture nut. You'll place this whole assembly into the pocket hole at an angle. So from here, you'll pull all the tubing together onto the end castings and place them into the rear pocket hole. You want to make sure you pull up on the end castings that they catch the inner body and don't come out. Rotate the plastic gasket until the arrow is facing toward the front of the truck. From here, you can tighten down the bolt on the locker end castings to make it snug against the rail caps. Repeat this process for both sides of the vehicle until everything is in place and then torque down the bolts to 11 foot-pounds. So obviously the install can be a bit tricky and tedious at times, but given the right tools, you can definitely get this done in about an hour or two in your driveway. I'd give this install a 1 out of 3 wrenches on the difficulty meter because if you follow the directions properly, you can have this done in your driveway with no issues at all. Just to quickly wrap things up guys, if you're the owner of a 2015 or newer F150 and you're looking for an affordable option to tie down your heavy cargo without compromising strength and durability, then you might want to check out the Putco Nylon Oval Side Rail options right here at AmericanMuscle.com.